Well, first of all, how you been, man? I haven't spoken to you in a while. How's your life? How's everything going?
I'm pretty good, thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. We haven't spoken like for 2 years at least.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Still sponsored by a German company, a supplement company, GN. My God, GN or GN Laboratories. So
Hmm.
working with them for a year already. Still training a lot of clients, a lot of good athletes, but obviously this year is pretty bad for everyone, so
Yeah.
it's pretty much slow the last couple of months. But now it's picking up a little bit because some of the contests are still are doing the shows. So Europe is looking good in the
Hmm.
next 4 and 5 weeks. There are two shows, so yeah, I got three guys competing in the show, so looking forward to it.
Hmm. You still training at that gym in Vegas? What's it called? LVAC gym or something like that?
Oh, LVC.
LVC.
Yeah, basically I train in a couple of gyms. LVC, then a new club. It's called Kilo Club.
Hmm.
It's a pretty nice one. Yeah, and Lift Factory sometimes. We have a
Okay,
lot
so
of gyms here.
are
Yeah.
they all open already? They all open?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
They
good.
have still they still have different mandatories like or mandates whatever. Like in LVC you can train, but you have to wear a mask in case you have to put it on. So in
Mm.
Lift Factory, it's a smaller one. The place is smaller. I think it's because of that. You
Hmm.
gotta wear a mask all the time, except you're doing your exercises.
Hmm.
So yeah, and in other club, you just walk in with a mask and walk out with a mask.
Hmm.
So once the same city, different rules.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
weird.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So Dennis, I mean, I want to be honest with you. Definitely, you always were one of my favorite bodybuilders. I feel like competitively, you brought something very different on stage. You were tall, you know what I mean, small waist. It was just always great seeing you. I wanted to ask you about your injury. I think it was in 2016, right? The injury happened
That's correct. Yeah.
because you kept it very quiet. I remember when it happened, it was a lot of mystery around it, right? I feel like you didn't want to talk about it, but then you started opening up. But you made this YouTube video about it. But can you tell the people what actually happened and how serious was that injury? What caused it?
Um, Actually, it was pretty serious. But the thing is, I'm kind of not the guy who always want to talk about the problems or health problems or whatever. I mean, if I'm booked for a guest appearance or something, and I can't do it because of my injury, of course, I gotta open up and say, okay,
Hmm.
something's happening. I'm not sure what it is. But it started out with sitting on a plane and leaning my head back and having enormous pain in the neck and shoulder area.
Hmm.
So and then we tried to figure out what it is, and all the doctors thought that something to do it had something to do with my shoulder, but it hadn't and it hasn't. So we figured out that's the my how you call it cervical spine issue. So the C3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 were a little bit damaged. So I think that the C4 and 5 were fused. They were really damaged.
Hmm.
And yeah, and since that, I'm kind of, almost fully recovered, but still, can't lift heavy. That's a thing which bothered me for a while. I had not the same feeling on my on one side as on the other one. So it was kind of a small disbalance in the body. So during the workout, I felt it all the time. So, and if you're used to having great workouts and feeling
Yeah.
great without, exercising without any issues, and then coming back from the surgery, as I became a green light to work out, I felt not right. So and then after a year, I decided to still make the comeback and, well, full in this prep. But even in the prep, I felt, it's not going right. But the thing is, I'm the guy who, just want to pull out of anything. So just,
Hmm.
you know, I kept doing it. And, like I said, like a promise for the fans, I gonna do my comeback. And then, I realized, how the body and my physique changed since this surgery, the injury, and I realized it's not I'm not the best or not competitive anymore, and since then it went down a little bit with my thoughts and everything because it was for me hard to let it go, right? Because if you're forced to retire,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard. It's mentally hard. It was hard, but after a while, I kind of accepted it and decided to go on with it. Because I'm gonna be 42 next month, but still, it's not the end of the world. So the life is gonna go on all the time. So, but it's just a chapter in my life.
Of course.
It was it was like my life, doing bodybuilding and stuff. But I'm kind of transitioning into being a coach, being a great coach someday, maybe, and then still working in this business, maybe with some supplements companies for the future. And of course promoting my own shows.
Of course. Do you know what caused the injury? Because it was a spinal injury, you said. Do you know what was the cause of it?
Yes, yeah. Actually, my doctor couldn't tell me it was an accident or it was already something going on, but a small issue, but it got bigger and bigger because of the hard workouts and, the diets and all this stuff because, all the stuff is going on in your body and your body kind of react to everything you do. So I think also that was already an issue because a couple years ago I felt already some numbness or I couldn't pull if I did a barbell row or something. So one side was not going the same way as the other side. So I kind of went, one side went up and the other one was still in the right direction, so kind of disbalanced. So yeah, that was kind of hard for me, but anyways,
it was crazy because you had such a great year 2014. Remember, you won the Arnold Classic, and then I believe you got second in the Olympia this year, the following year. You were really, like, you know what I'm saying, top of the mountain.
I got third. I got third to Olympia. 2014 was one of my most successful years. Because I won Arnold. I was able to win Arnold Classic in Europe, and 2014 I was fourth. I was third in 2013 at the Olympia. So anyways, it was a huge success that year. And then 2015, I was still there. I was doing well at the Olympia, but how fast it goes, you're good, everything is fine, but then you start your the seasonal appearances, like FIBO and all these expos, and start traveling, and then you figure out, hey, something is going on, and something is like really serious going on, so this is kind of make you not just think but worry, and I was worried because as we figure out what it is, and they said it's a spinal injury, that's, it could be much worse, or even during the surgery, something can go wrong, and these things are very, very difficult to think about, but you got to do this, right? If you're not getting the surgery, so it's gonna stay the same. So, but still, I'm not finished yet. I'm gonna do the surgery on my left shoulder. The supraspinatus is almost tear, so it's a small tear, but and the bicep tendon is, I can explain it. Through the years it was, not enough space to move, for the tendon. So, and then after a while it got inflammation. And over the years, the inflammation is there, and it's getting worse and worse. And that's what I have right now. So I need to clean it out, and do some damage repair.
No, for sure, man. So you did make a comeback in 2018 for the Arnold Classic. I remember that, actually. How was the prep? Going through that show. Were you in a lot of pain as you were preparing for the show?
I honestly, it was the worst prep ever because I wasn't mentally ready. So, like I said, I was doing that more for more for the fans because I promised, and I couldn't pull out because I'm always bodybuilding is my life, or was my life, or still is a little bit, But if you're used to be, going through this preparation without any issues, just, like doing your thing, but then you see in a mirror and you're not seeing the same person anymore, and that was my problem. I had no pain at all during the prep, but mentally I wasn't there. So training was okay, but I was kind of pushing myself to do all these things, But I think I already knew that that's gonna be my last time on stage because if you're at the status that you kind of not okay with that, what's going on, or how you look, how you feel, there's no future with that, So, and then after the comeback, I tried it to do like a lot of different things, to come back to get some mass, but I could train, like I said, could train heavy and all the stuff, and mental. I had like had to decide, is it worth it to put so much time and money in it to try to come back really, to be competitive. But I realized it's almost impossible because I was not old for bodybuilding, but
Right.
All this injury and the time which was gone already. I didn't train for 2 years hard enough to be up there again. So and those things are were very very I can say that were the reason, right?